Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good night everyone. Welcome back again with me, Aldyth Fadhlur here. Tonight I'm not gonna make a podcast like usually I did, but instead I'm going to make a podcast analysis for my mid-test assignment of English Conversational course. And the title of this podcast is How to Overcome Depressions by Lex Clips channel. And yeah, let's start to talk about it. Today, I'll be delving into a fascinating conversation between Jordan Peterson and Lex Fridman. Focusing on their discussions about overcoming depressions, I will be analyzing the podcast based on 5 key aspects, which are conversational structure, language use, tone and style, conversational techniques, and also the cultural aspects. Let's start with the conversational structure and flow. The podcast starts with a brief introduction to the topic of depressions, setting the stage for a deeper exploration. Peterson, with his characteristic directness, immediately dives into the core issue, and Lex, as the host here, he plays a crucial role in steering the conversation by asking insightful questions. The flow of the conversation is quite smooth, with topics transitioning naturally. Peterson, being the primary speaker, often takes the lead while Lex interjects with questions and comment. However, it is important to note that Lex's role is more than just a passive listener. He actively engages with Peterson's ideas, challenging him at times and offering counterpoints. This dynamic interplay between the two speakers keeps the conversation engaging and thought-provoking. The next is about language use and vocabulary. The language used in the podcast is predominantly formal, reflecting the serious nature of the topic. However, there are instances of informal language such as the use of contraction and colloquial expressions. For example, Peterson often uses phrases like you know and short of and many others. While these informal elements add a touch of casualness, they don't detract from the overall formal tone. The vocabulary used is quite sophisticated, with Peterson employing a wide range of psychological and philosophical terms. He often delves into complex concepts, but he does so in a way that is accessible to a general audience. Lex, on the other hand, uses a simple language, ensuring that the conversation remains engaging for a diverse listener base. The next is tone and style. Overall, the tone of the conversation is serious, contemplative. Both Peterson and Lex itself approach the topic of depressions with a sense of urgency and empathy. However, there are moments of levity, particularly when Peterson shares personal anecdotes or uses humor to make a point. Peterson's communication style is direct and assertive, and he often speaks in a long, complex sentence, and he is not afraid to challenge conversational wisdom. Lex, on the other hand, is more reserved and reflective. He listens attentively to Peterson's insights and offers thoughtful responses. For the number 4 is conversational techniques and body language. Both speakers employ a variety of conversational techniques to keep the listener engaged. Peterson frequently uses rhetorical questions to provoke thoughts and encouraging audience participation. He also employs storytelling to illustrate complex ideas and make them more relatable. And as the host, Lex skillfully uses open-ended questions to elicit detailed response from Peterson. For the nonverbal cues play a significant role in enhancing the conversations. Both speakers maintain a good eye contact, which creates a sense of intimacy and connections with the audience. In particular, Peterson uses expressive gesture to emphasize the key point. His facial expression, ranging from serious to playful, further enrich the conversations. And for the number 5 is cultural aspects. While the conversation doesn't explicitly address cultural differences, Peterson and Lex draw on Western philosophical and psychological traditions. Their shared cultural backgrounds allow them to communicate effectively and understand each other's perspective. However, they are also mindful of the diverse audience and strive to present their ideas in a way that is accessible to people from different cultural backgrounds. In conclusion, the Jordan Peterson and Lex Friedman podcast offer a fascinating exploration of the complexities of depression. I think by analyzing the 5 aspects that I have been mentioned before, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the nuances of this insightful dialogue. And yeah, for the last, I would like to say thank you for watching this video and see you for the next episode. Bye bye.